Sweet. Welcome back to Slice on this chilly Saturday. Real field temperature of 7, but it feels like it's 10 below zero outside. Not in the Slice. It's actually pretty nice in here today. So we're getting a little bit of a late start. Apparently, the Yeti's bus had a little issue getting going, which I can completely understand in this weather. But we're going to get, I'm assuming, we're going to get started here, I would guess within 5 minutes. Is both teams have been here, and both teams should be dressed and ready. Originally, we weren't sure if it was going to start at 3:40 or so, but good things happened, and we're going to get started before that. Man, I love fresh ice. So obviously no game last Tuesday against Edgewood. And that will be, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. That will be made up, as will the game, I think it was against Stoughton, the first game of the Beloit Turkey tournament. And as soon as I find out that information, I'll pass that on. Although chances are, you guys will know it before I do. If you follow either the Facebook or the Instagram pages for Monroe Youth Hockey, also reposts anything having to do with the high school team, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, let me see here. So now, after today, the Cheesemakers head to Stoughton for a game that starts at 7:15. That's Tuesday. And then Thursday, back here, taking on Oregon. They were playing against Monroe Grove last night, and I was watching part of that game. It was 3-4. Monroe Grove was up in the third. I didn't see what the final ended up being, but apparently it went 1-1, and then 2-2, and then Monroe Grove got 2 unanswered goals before Oregon regained 1 in the was either the end of the second or start of the third. So anyway, Thursday, December 18th is when Oregon will be here. And a week from today, we will be hosting Kenosha. And that game will be at 3 p.m. as usual. I did get my instant replay fixed. It was, we'll go ahead and say it was a user error. It was frustrating because I'm like, what's going on? I didn't think I did anything. Well, I tried to get cute and rebind some things, and I made the rebind key for saving the replay like two other actions, which then made it so that none of the actions worked. So, in net today, we have Brogan Holscher, who was in net last Saturday. And it's like the backup goalie today is Duncan McInnes. So if I see a 3 out there, that would be, there he is. So Brock is skating out, Brock Brindley. They don't need 2 goalies on the bench, hopefully. Saw an Instagram reel about an incident that happened in Shadesville. two head coaches, or 2 coaches, I should say. It didn't say if they were head coaches or not, but they didn't agree with each other. Thankfully, it wasn't on ice; it was behind the scenes. So. Miners. And now all of a sudden my new Zoomer isn't working. Oh, Jesus. Why isn't that? That is so odd. All right. Let's get it on. Monroe controls the opening face-off. Almost said tip. Good pressure by the Yetis or the Miners. I thought they were the Yetis, but Reedberg. Anyway, Kaner trying to get a first shot on goal is disrupted by the defense of Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells. Gibson Daly trying to get it up to Blake Fallgate, who does, and Reesburg does a line change after dumping the puck back down into Monroe's zone. Looked like the puck almost went into Brady Stewart's front pocket. Tyson Fallgate trying to get it off. He's off sides though. So Monroe will have to get back on sides. And they do because they have the ability to skate. Pass over to Bo Janicki. It's a little bit too far. Good defense there by, is that Gibson? Puck goes out. And Reesburg gets on the board first. See if Monroe can respond here. Good, keeps it in, dishes it down, trying to go to Brock Brandley. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Gibson Daly with a shot from blue line. And Gibson snags it and tries to get it across mid-ice, but he's hung up there. Shack. Well, actually, Dikembe says not to my house. That was an awful Dikembe Mutombo impersonation. I apologize for that. Nothing getting to the goalie there for Monroe. We have a a whistle. Puck went out of bounds. You draw us wild. Shockingly, Gene Simmons apologized after his comments he made regarding ex-bandmate Ace Frehley after the tragic passing of Ace. It's not the first time Gene's had to walk back an odd comment. Someone on his team's really got to wave him off before he says ignorant statements. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, look it up. Or don't. You might be better off. Monroe changes out 2. That's on. Oh, he kept the toe. Back of his heel is just on the blue line. Good stop by Brogan. Heads up play to cover it. And then I slowed that way down. I'm gonna have to change that at halftime. Yeah, halftime. Hans Brandt comes in, and the refs are going to say, no, you took too long. We need a different center. The refs like things to be prompt. Hans says, fine, I'll come over here in the wing. Pass it up to my boy Tyson. Just looking for Lane Schilt. And that's icing, so we'll head back north. Of course. We do that on purpose, I swear. Kaner brings across, passes it up to Barrett Bradley. Take another shot at it. Shot was redirected right in front of the goalie. Didn't hurt anything. I thought that puck was going to burn up on re-entry. Really tries it again. Good leg save. Breesburg would try to change out just one. Thought they were going to do a pair, but shot goes high and left, I believe. Brogan's like, can somebody please get the fuck out of here? And they do. Brock chases him down. And that'll be offsides. Small things. Oh, swing and a miss. Bojanic, he picks it up, tries to get it across to throw to good. Pass didn't have much on it, though. Tucker Mallory trying to get the puck out of the zone. Gets hit up against the boards for his trouble. This is the given season. That was a excellent attempt, but it was missed. Tucker trying to get it out of the zone. And they finally do now as Janicki passes it up. That'll be icing. Is Ario Speedwagon? Yep. I didn't catch who shot that for Monroe, but Barrett's shot gets blocked by the mass of humanity between him and the goalie. Blake Falgate tosses it down. And Riesberg brings it out. They got a 2-on-1. Shot goes high. He's going to want that one back. Lost the puck. Stewart got it to, who was it? He got it to a teammate anyway. And a nice, smart cover. Why they're arguing. The point was moot now anyway. I think Riesberg wanted a offsides call, but no Monroe player touched the puck. 2-on-1 for Monroe. If they puck goes out of play. I think Tyson was trying to get it to Lane Schultz, and it was deflected by the defense up into the net. The netting, I should say, not the goalie net. Pretty good. Chases that down. Got Tucker Mallory, who kind of helps the puck try to get up to Brock Bradley. Good. Good stick there by Good. Bradley's got a... They recovered, though. I thought it was going to be a little bit more open than it was, but it was not. Redirected goes up and above. Over to Daly. Takes a 7-iron and had it hooded. That kept it low. Goalie saw it coming. Actually, it was probably a 4-iron, not a 7-iron. My bad. And goal by Reedsburg. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that right now. So that will put Reedsburg up by 2. Puck goes out into the players' bench area. Blake Foggy chasing it down. Good hustle. Out of the sophomore. Good leg. Oops, I hit the wrong one. Shot and a save. Don't bring me down. Oops. Put a cheek into that shot. Good defense by Schilt. Schilt's the only freshman on the team. Keeps it in. Good stick work by Good. Stewart trying to keep it in. Leesburg gets it just out. Good hustle by Lane. With a double tap off the glass. Oi, 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 oi. Janicki tries to take a shot, but he didn't see Reedsburg defender. That's why they wear pads. I saw what he was cooking. Puck goes out into the bench of Reedsburg. Oops. Where are we going? We're going there, huh? Aye. No icing. Brogan better look behind him. Do. So I'm assuming I'm assuming the puck went out of play. Shot and nice heads up. Saved by Brogan. Brock Brantley gets a leg on that pass. And now Monroe on the offensive. Tucker Mallory trying to go for it. Three on two for Reedsburg. Monroe gets back. Good save by Brogan. Brody Kettleson was trying to get it across the ice. Hans Brandt got himself a dancing partner there. They fooled me. 9-iron goes up. Good stop. It's a good shot by Brody Kane, but it's a good stop by the Reedsburg goalie. Sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due. Lost the handle on it. Probably a good thing for Monroe. Kane's going to have himself another shot here. Denied once again. Puck goes into the bleachers. Puck is back on the ice. Do 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 do. It's coming up on 2 minutes left in the first period. The first trimester. Good takes a shot. I think he was more or less trying to keep it, put it back down in the zone, but goes at the goalie. Never hurts to shoot at the net, unless it's your own. Then you might have issues. There's bigger fish to fry if that's the case. Good defense by Gibson Daly. And Lane Schilt gets the puck back across. No icing. Well done. Good hustle then to go after it too. Kittleson intercepted that pass, and the goalie is going to cover it up. That's so weird. This got the exact same kind of Zoom remote as I had that lasted me 8 or 9 years. And if this thing broke already, I'm gonna be a little salty. Blake gets it over to, I think that was good. Yep, it was. Janicki takes a little wrister. Not much behind it. Can of corn for the goalie. Kane over to good. He's got Hans in the middle. Hans tries to hit it out of the air. That would have been amazing for Monroe. Not so much for Reedsburg. But it's a non-issue. Coming up with. Why is the. No, we're trying to get a last shot here before the end of the period. Tanner's got it. It goes up into the protecting netting. I don't know why or how the my clock got so far ahead of the game clock. We're in sync now, but all right, 5 seconds, 5.5 to be precise. So after one, Reesburg leads 2-0. Monroe kind of woke up there. Monroe kind of woke up there in the last third of the period. So something to build on for the next period. All right. I need to. The picture is going to do funny things, so I'm going to make it smaller. Type in. All right. It's such a odd. Hey. No, I have no idea. I have no idea what changed. So once again, next up for the Cheesemakers on this coming Tuesday, the 16th, they have an away game at Stoughton. That starts at 7:15 p.m. And then on Thursday, they're back here hosting Oregon. And that game starts at 7, so I'll start streaming probably 10 minutes to 7, somewhere around there. And then a week from today, another home game taking on Kenosha. And that game's set to have puck drop at 3 p.m. Then to end out December, 2 weeks from today, they go to the travel to Viroqua. That's a drive. And then on the 29th and 30th is the Stoughton New Year's tournament. That will finish us out into 2026. One of the possible makeup games is they're going to be making up the matchup against Edgewood that was supposed to be here this last Tuesday. There's a possibility that will be at the end of January. Or that might be the match against Stoughton that was canceled, the first match of the first game of the year. And then the other matchup would be made up the first week of February. The last home game of the year is going to be February 10th. We'll be taking on DeForest. I don't want to look that far ahead. That's making me depressed already. So next up home game for the Cheesemakers is Thursday the 18th against Oregon, and then Saturday the 20th taking on Kenosha. Kenosha was one of the rare away games we had the COVID year when we made the decision to play as a club team instead of being in the conference because of the laws with COVID. Half our team at the time was from Illinois, and they wouldn't have been able to play. And they were seniors too. So they made, and I still think that was the best decision. To play as a club team, and then of course Slice stayed open, so all but I think 4 games were home, which was fantastic for me. But Kenosha was one that it was away, and wherever they played at in Kenosha was the same place that Kiss played there in 1975. Something like that. The Yeti Miners jamming some classic Metallica. Lars is going to be sending a bill for copyright. Is Owen not here tonight? I don't remember seeing him. This is making me want to play my guitar now. What I'm doing when I get home. Tune on over to twitch.tv. Hook Nation. Jamming some Metallica. Referees taking full advantage of the time in between periods, as there's still 1 minute left before the horn goes off, and I don't see any of the refs. Oh no, Reedsburg's not out. There they come. Welcome back, Stripes. That one right there is one of the nicest humans you'd ever meet. That's no cap, as the kids would say. I kind of cringed myself when I said that. All right, so after a first period that was mostly controlled by Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells, Monroe kind of showed signs of life in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and we'll see if they can kind of pick up where they left off. Up to Kane. Nice pass. Oh, that was excellent. Excellent pass. I'm not sure he was ready for it. Good defensive poke there by Reedsburg. Janicki bird dogs him. And they're going to control the puck. Crossed ice, dumped down, and they was long past themselves. Barrett Brantley tried to get the puck out, but was met by the defense of Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells. Stewart Tries to get it up to Tyson Fallgate. Shot. And deflected. Puck goes out. No, we have a penalty. On who? Looks like that's going to be on Good for Monroe. So that puts Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells on a power play. Watch your profanities. Puck got across the blue line. Reedsburg head coach is not happy with this team's effort so far in this power play. Nothing little Mr. Blue Sky can't fix, though. Good job by Monroe, dumping the puck all the way down. Take the shot, goalie. You have my permission. Centering pass attempted. Broken up. Leg save. That penalty on Good is the first penalty of the game. Monroe does a line change, kind of almost got caught in it, but Reedsburg does a too long of a pass, and it's icing. What is this song? This song screams 70s. 70s blaxploitation movies. Centering pass stomped by Cheesemaker defense. That was Gibson Daly that was the defender. I hate when the puck is right against that wall. I can't see where it is. Power play is over. This Good comes back on the ice just in time for a whistle. Apparently that was oh hello. That was a nice thing. Redirect right in front. Good stop. Leg save. Stick save. Keane trying to make him force a bad pass, but takes an errant shot though, so same difference. Puck's out of the zone, so Reedsburg will have to come out, and they do. Good's got to pass it to someone. Got it up to Brock Brandley. Lane Shell takes an elbow. Or forearm, maybe. Forearm shiver. Coach Benning would be proud. Pass, centering pass needed a little bit more on it. It's intercepted by Kane. Puck still in Monroe's zone. That was good use of the wall there by Lane. Barrett Brandley looking for a friend. He's got a couple. Brady Stewart is one. Gets it up to Tyson Falgate. Offsides on Monroe by a skosh. Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm just happy it's much warmer inside than it is outside. That'll be icing if it makes it. So back we go. And Gibson Daly takes a shot. It's right into the goalie's chest. Shot pulled. That's to wide right. Scott Norwood. Too soon. Nice pass and catch. Pass had a lot of zing on it. A lot of zest. Hans Brandt brings it across the blue line. Tries to get it up to teammate. Gets it up to Janicue. Maybe took his eye off the puck for a split second. And covered up. Stewart and Schilt in the corner there, turn 4. Leesburg comes away with it though. Shot and saved by the sophomore. Broken Holscher. Probably looking for more of a possible rebound shot, but Brock Brandley going after it. That was pretty close to a tripping call, but good stick. And that's icing on Monroe. And they're more than okay with. As they get a chance to change out the line, get fresh legs out there. Icing on Monroe. Despite Janicki trying to get to it as fast as he could. Puck had too much of a head start. Right in front of Brogan. Centering pass is intercepted by Brody Good. Good try shot. Misses just to the right. I think he had just a little bit left. Good stop and flashed the leather. Janicki will try and control and get it up to Brody Kettleson. That'll be icing if it makes it, and it will. The Brodies are on this team. 1, 2, 3. 3 Brodies, 1 Brady, and 1 Brogan. Shot, leg save. Looked like Brock Brandley with that shot, but could be wrong. Dump down right at Brogan, though. Right? It's a lot of burr. That'll be icing on Monroe. I'm just happy that Brady has the number on that he does, because that's the only way I can remember that he's the Brady instead of the Brody. His same number my son wore in youth hockey, so. Good save. Puck got just far enough over the blue line to be offsides. I know the one year there were a lot of Aidens. Right in front, denied. Barrett Brantley takes a shot. Thought the puck went out, but it didn't. So Riesberg does a line change after they dump the puck down. And almost get a goal in there. Brady, yeah. Kane takes a shot and right into the net. And then usually some of the kids will change their numbers from season to season, and that throws me off because I'm old. Janicki changed his number. Decided to go with Blaze's old number of 22. Thought that puck was going into the bleachers. Go for it. Bow down, down, down. What are you doing here? Is that stick regulation? Son, I'm gonna need to see a receipt. What was that? Shot off the face-off and right into the glove of the goalie. Every time I would ask my son what, like if a referee came up to him like that when he was a goalie, after the game I'd be like, so what did he say? I don't remember. Yeah, Brody, Brogan, yeah. It's fun. Monroe, and that was beat just offsides. Brock Brody, Barrett. bow. Blake. That's a ton of bees. It's like 16 years ago, the parents got together and said, all right, here's what we're going to do. That sounds worse than it is. Playing some Creed now. Good catch by Daly. Kane goes up to help Blake Fogate. Never lose sight of the puck. You can't find it. That's what she said. I don't think we have enough people filming this today. Got 4. Shot, nice block. Try to backhand, cheeky backhand to Hans Brandt, but it was like that movie with Angelina Jolie. Call it Puck Interrupted. It's a fantastic reference if anybody got that. Patting myself on the back for that one tonight. It's the little things. Oh, Jesus. Blake just dumps the puck down. Over to Good. Flirts with the blue line. Tries to get a shot off. Hoping for a screen. Shot was not on target though. Blake will dump it down as Monroe does a 4-person line change. Good hustle by Good to stop the puck, but that's the end of the second period. So after 2, score remains 2-0 by the Yeti Miners. What is their logo? Because I looked online for their logo and it was the Yetis, but our announcer says the Miners. I'm inclined to believe our announcer. Woo. "16 players and 9 of them start with the letter B." That's got to be worth something, isn't it? So Monroe more active, especially in the second half of that period. But so far, the goalie for Reedsburg putting on a shutout. There, I said it. Go ahead and blame me if it gets ruined now. But I think Monroe's just going to keep firing him. And you hope one of them gets a lucky bounce. Update on the Henny on the Raw Daily Instagram account. It's just the same day, over and over. I thought he was drinking a little brandy glass of Hennessy on the rocks each day. Now it's just whatever prompted him to do that. It was a Saturday, so I feel quite let down. Temperature down to 5 now, with a wind chill of 11 below. Winds are currently at 11 miles per hour. Thankfully, it's not more than that. And once again, I will be live streaming the youth tournament games here in January and February. The Monroe Avalanche, Squirt, Pee-wee, and Bantam tournaments. Each game will be streamed. The last couple of years, there have been some incredible games. And each tournament offers raffle baskets and other items that you can get in the raffle for. I'm going to have to buy more tickets this year. I didn't win anything last year. Cheesemakers with 8 seniors on the team this year. Only 2 juniors. Them being Bo Janicki out of Warren and Duncan McInnes out of Lena. Duncan is number 29 on the trio of goalies that Monroe has. One lone freshman in Lane Schultz and 5 sophomores, including their goaltender today, Brogan Holscher, out of New Glarus. Stripes are coming up on the ice, so we can go ahead and switch to the main camera. teams are coming out. As proof. So we get ready for the third and final period. Pointed at me. I'm ready. First shot of the third gets stuffed by the Reedsburg goalie, so second burst, same as the first. Be icing though. It's the last one, people. The live version of this song was legendary. Right idea. Center was covered though. I was looking for something to watch earlier today, and I saw the Bills versus Patriots. I'm like, ooh, Saturday football. And then like half an hour in, it was from week 4 or week 5, one of the two. Keane had it poked away from him. Right idea. Tyson gets the puck off before he gets seen by a chiropractor. Good up to Stewart. Takes a shot off of goalie's glove. Puck gets out of the zone. Monroe will have to clear out and reset. Reedsburg just dumped it down as they do a line change. Good hustle by Schilt. Looking for Kane. Puck gets away. Daly going after it. No icing. Centering pass found a cheesemaker. It was closer to a cheesemaker than good try to get it up to Brock Branley. Lake Fallgate. Oops. Shot misses to the right, but then covered up by Brogan. Yeah, it was a little extracurricular activities. I'd stop. Every time that song starts, I think it's the theme to Jaws. Thought they were gonna call the whistle, but he let go of it. Fooled me. A lob wedge somehow doesn't go into orbit. Rogan takes a swipe at it. Puck goes out of play. Over to Tyson Fallgate. Well, he's outnumbered. No, I do not want to restart my computer now. On what planet does it think I would? Apologize for that. And that was covered by Brogan. Like, you would think that they would put something into software that if you were, I don't know, doing something like streaming, it wouldn't try to make you restart your computer. Just a thought. Puck is out in the zone. Ref yells no for icing. Tucker Mallory tries to get in the way. Barrett Brantley. And not treated with Southern hospitality. And cover that up. Saturday night. The attempt was there. Kane will dump it down, and Monroe change out 2. Intercepted by Stewart. And that will be icing. Due to the first song that I played at last week's game, the video is blocked in Russia and Belarus. So my apologies to any player that was having scouts watching them from Russia or Belarus. Every time I get one of those notifications, it's usually the same cast of characters that it's banned in. Russia, North Korea, Iran. The Belarus took me by surprise, though. Good D there by Gibson Daly. Monroe gets the puck out of the zone, and they will do a full line change, except for one. Good hustle by Hans to keep the puck in the zone there. That's out of the zone, so Monroe will have to back out. Down goes Frazier, and gloved by the goalie. That'll be icing on Riesberg. You ever listen to the lyrics of this song, Born in the USA? Very, very depressing. Good, we'll dump it back down. And Monroe will change out 3. Up to Kane. Monroe with the shot, but the goalie for Riesberg has been stopping everything tonight. Can't really say standing on his head because he hadn't had to really move a whole lot to stop most of them, but still, it's a lot of shots. line, cross ice pass to Brody Good. And what do we got? We got a penalty coming up on. This one's going to be on Reedsburg. Reedsburg got a little close to that stick. With the stick. All right, so Monroe will be on a power play here. Whoa, hello. 5:46 remaining in this one. Stewart trying to get one through, but there's a lot of legs. Each person has two, usually. That was incredibly... I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at that. Good defense by Stewart. Put his whole body in the way to get in front of the pass. He's got a couple of teammates. He'll keep it himself. Goes up, you've got Hans in the middle. It was bad timing. Puck's still free. Can't really call that a shot, though. And Monroe gets one through. And it didn't. Are you kidding? Why did that not? Oh, my Lord. So Monroe takes advantage of the power play. I'll have to clear that off here at the next opportunity. I must not have hit the button enough. So did I hit it good enough there? No. What the crap? How did it work at the very beginning, but then not? I don't know. 2-1. Reedsburg. Unfortunately, I did not hear who got the goal for Monroe. And the only thing I heard about the assist was a Brody, which doesn't really narrow it down. Wise to cover that one up. That's the closest a puck's come in a while. Didn't miss by much, about 8 feet maybe. One year we were playing at LeBon Center against Edgewood, And I don't remember which team shot it, but I actually had to get up and put my hand in front of my camera, otherwise my camera would have gotten hit. And the puck was moving too. It left a little mark on my hand. Coach said that was the best save we had that night. Otherwise, you'd ever go back to 2019. Hayden Roth about got me with one here. Except in that case, it went up above me, which is quite a feat. Kane passes it to himself. That was something. Over to Stewart. Gibson Daly trying to get it back down closer to the net. Bryant pokes it up to Brock Brantley. Good defense there by Reisberg. As Brogan will just put a glove on top of it. So we're coming up on a minute left. And Monroe pulls the goalie. So there's an empty net for Monroe. So they're going for the extra skater to try and tie this one up. Looking for a redirect or a screen or something, but there's too many bodies in the way. So with 44 seconds left, Reisberg gets one in the empty net, and that should probably seal the deal on this one. Sounded like he said Dwayne Wade. 2-on-1 for the Cheesemakers. That was one of the slowest setups I've ever seen. And that will put a bow on this one as the Cheesemakers fall 3-1. Reedsburg getting in a late empty net goal, 44 seconds to have the insurance goal, and that will do it. Only 2 penalties called the entire game, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 on each team. So pretty clean game. Cheesemakers fall though. I'll be in the team. The team will be here too. It won't be just me. That would be Bart. This coming Thursday, you bet. So we'll be back here Thursday as Cheesemakers take on Oregon. And then a week from today, here against Kenosha. Stay warm, drive safe, be good to yourself, be good to your suit. I am out.